Greetings and welcome to the channel. Greetings, welcome to the channel. And today we're going to be looking at partition tables in BigQuery. Please like it, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, reach out to me in the comments. I love to give assistance as well as receive help as we go for our jobs, our certifications, on our skills. Lab will be posted in the video description, and social media will be posted in the video description as well. So today we're going to be looking at partition tables in BigQuery. And BigQuery, this is very, very important because say for example you have thousands upon thousands of rows to deal with. BigQuery comes with its cost, right? If you're just to make a query, right, and you're interested in looking for a certain field, say for example date, right, which is important to partition tables, right, we find that BigQuery is going to have to go through the whole table to try and attempt to find to find which ones are associated with the certain date. When I say ones, I mean rows, and which ones are not. We use partition tables to help BigQuery know which rows to even look at and which rows to ignore, all by decreasing the amount of bytes that a query job is run. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the Angular app, the front end, and our Python backend. We download, install, and build the dependencies and run the applications like so, and we are ready to go. Since I already have that set up, we can continue, right? So what we want to go ahead and do is we want to take our backend here, and we want to copy and paste this environment variable like so, right? And now the code coming for the time partition table. And in BigQuery, you might hear a lot that there's time partition. There's also another partition as well. And let us go ahead to the front end and let's just give this partition table a name, right? And now we've created a table named Lamar partition on column date. And if we go ahead and refresh BigQuery, always refresh the UI when dealing with Google Cloud Platform, right? We could see our partition tables, and then it immediately tells us in the metadata that this is our partition table. And if you head into the details, right, we could see that it tells us the exact partition. So say, for example, if we had it in the schema, if we had more timestamp and date column types, right, we get to know which the table is partitioned on, right? And now in this intro, in this demonstration, we have just one more table we want to look at if you want to partition by integer, right? So BigQuery, it's definitely I think that there should be more. You should be able to partition on anything. However, in BigQuery, you can only partition on dates, and you can only partition on integers. So it's just a preview of what it looks like. And I really just wanted to point this out instead of leaving this to yourself for the lab, is because they're allowed for a range. So this is basically how the table gets partitioned, right? It takes that field, right, and it goes on every interval. So from every interval from 0 all the way to 100,000, I believe, right? I think Python, there's a way to represent numbers, but I digress, right? So on every interval, you have a new partition, right? Which really helps BigQuery make its job very easy. So if you're looking at a range, BigQuery knows to look at 10, 20, and 30, and so on. Let's go ahead in the front end to see if it works. Make a table named Latrell. Right. And now we're able to create this table partition on zip code as well. We go ahead and refresh the UI. And that's really interesting. Not sure what happened there. Refresh it one more time. Okay, I was probably dealing with some internet connections. However, when we go ahead and look at the partition, right, we could see that we're partitioned on the field zip code, right, partition range interval, and so on. And so it's definitely, when you're coming to load the data into a table, when you're dealing with data in the table, definitely want to go ahead and collecting when you're dealing with SQL, right? Really, you just want to manage the table as it's a regular table. But with time partition tables, right, you can see here we could get these extra pseudo columns, if you will, right? Partition time, partition date, and also to basically work with that data, because it might be difficult if it's partitioned by time, and we can't really, and we do have a date column, right? We do have a date column as shown, but I think what's happening here is that BigQuery wants to be extra helpful just in case we don't have that column. And that's actually especially important, which we didn't cover in this lab, is actually ingest partition tables created by loading data into a table. And it might be, especially with streaming data into BigQuery, it might be that there's not a column representative of a timestamp. So what we have is we have this extra help from BigQuery just in case. So that's why that's there. Right. So other than that, it's really simple with partitioning tables. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, reach out to me in the comment section for any help, any assistance. Social media is going to be posted in the link description, as well as a link to the lab. Thanks for watching.